everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hello people of the internet, my name's Tamika. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Hey there. I've been creating content for over 8 years. I started on YouTube in 2014 when I was 17 years old. And you all have seen that. You've seen that journey. I've shared some of those really cringy videos that I made with you all. I have not shied away from the fact that I've been here for a long time and that I've started making content a long time ago. It's not only been YouTube. There's been several things that I've done as a content creator. I've tried to have Bookstagram, I've tried blogging, I've done YouTube, I've done TikTok. I mean, there's been a lot of content creation and I've been doing it since I was 17, and creating and documenting my life has been something that has been so embedded in me for so long that it was really hard for me to distinguish who I was outside of content creation, and I was very attached to being a content creator. I have been a booktube content creator, I have been a bookish influencer, and I disappeared off of this platform after being very consistent for over 2.5 years. I just disappeared and I stopped making content, and I've watched this community evolve and grow and change so much in the last 8 years. I have been I'm so happy that I've been able to see this community thrive and grow and become what it is now. So I came back in 2019 after I graduated college, and I had decided that I was going to redo this platform that I had, and it was going to be my hobby. Because at the time I was working as a journalist and I have talked extensively about my media degree. It's almost annoying at this point how much I've talked about it, but I wasn't using the media aspect of my degree in the way that I wanted to, and I did not want to get rusty on those skills that I had, on top of me just loving this platform and loving the community. So I started back up in 2019, and the rest is kind of history. I did have a couple breaks here and there in that time until 2020, but overall that's when I got my huge growth spurt, and that's how I got where I am now. So the majority of you all have watched me grow over the last couple years, and it hasn't been like I'm stuck, because you all have watched me grow since I was 17 years old. I no longer read those books. I no longer am that human being anymore. It was more of I've been stuck in my content for a long time. I have felt like I couldn't truly create the content that I want to create because I've been stuck so hard in the niche of book content and being a bookish content creator and talking about books and really focusing on that as the primary thing that I created content about. And I really didn't know what to do, and for a long time I have wanted to break away from the only talking about books space, and I wanted to talk about other things, and I just have never felt like I've been able to do that. There has been this common thing within the community that creators say all the time, and it is so true. It's that they build a community and then that community doesn't want to see anything but bookish content from them, and that is a specific to booktube thing, but it's also not. It's also not just booktube. It's other communities as well that this happens in, and it's just the reality of growing an audience in a particular niche, and when you categorize yourself as one type of content. And I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I considered splitting my channel into 2 different channels and having this channel and another channel, and I've just gotten to a point where I don't have that kind of energy, and this desire to want a more general channel and to create content that is not just bookish content it's been something here for a while. I got really frustrated and really unhappy with everything I was creating because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do and how I wanted to create the content. So I felt stuck in the way of I really didn't want to create bookish content anymore. I hit a point where I wasn't really sure if I was making content out of habit of just having been making content for so long, or if I genuinely liked making the content. I personally have been pushing myself in a way that I really shouldn't have been. I didn't like the position I was in at work. I felt very constrained and put in a box and just not appreciated. And I say this not as someone who has gotten out of that work environment, just as someone who has taken a different approach to try to create a more sustainable environment for myself, because I'm not switching jobs anytime soon, and I know that, and I'm completely okay with that at this point in time. And you just had to get okay with that. And in return, so what I was doing is I was so unhappy and stressed out and uncomfortable in this place that I was at, that I tried to make content creation my full-time job. It sounds so stupid now that I say it out loud, but I genuinely thought, if I just post one more video a week, if I just create one more video, if I just make one more Instagram post, one more TikTok, this could be the moment, and I will be able to make money and leave my job. And looking back at it, that was the dumbest thing I could have ever said, because one, I have 4,000 followers on this platform, 4,000 on YouTube. I have less than 1,000, or no, I have less than 2,000 on the other two platforms. And I'm not saying that people can't create content and make that their living with a small audience, but I was being so unrealistic because I wasn't even getting paid out every month in AdSense. I'm not getting paid out every month in AdSense. And I was pushing, trying to do this because I genuinely thought, if I don't keep going, I'm gonna lose my opportunity. I'm going to lose this opportunity to do this and to be able to do this thing that I love, which is content creation. That I was doing it so much that I just fell out of love with it. So not only was I burnt out and stressed and pushing myself to the point where I wasn't really enjoying what I was doing anymore, I hit a point where I didn't know what to do. I was so burnt out from creating to a point where I was so disconnected from everything. I wasn't watching booktube content. I wasn't creating booktube content that I enjoyed. I wasn't communicating with people that I loved. I don't want to say I lost friendships in this situation. I mean, there have been friendships that I have lost in the last year that I never anticipated happening, but this was more of I just kind of became a shell and kind of disappeared and stepped away from this community that I have built from literally nothing. And I didn't know what to do because I was so focused on getting out of this environment that I wasn't happy in that I just couldn't give back to my community. I couldn't give back to my members. I couldn't give back to my friends. I couldn't give back to myself. I was drained and exhausted, and I felt like shit when I wouldn't post, and I felt like shit when my views were down, and I felt like shit when I wasn't reading. And I don't know if you know this or not, but as a bookish content creator, you have to read in order to make content. And in order to make, to read, I have to want to read. And I had no desire to read. I barely read anything since October of last year. And I got in a reading slump. That reading slump turned into a content slump. That content slump turned into me just being genuinely unhappy. And it was an eye-opener, because this thing that I have loved and cherished and wanted for so long is here. I have it. I have this community that I love. I have these people that I love. And then I have these books that I love and I love to read. And reading has been one of the best things that's ever happened to me. And I just don't care. And it was heartbreaking. It was really hard. I said, you know what? I'll take a break. We'll take a week off. No big deal. It's fine, right? A week turned into 2. 2 turned into 4. That 4 turned into 2 months. And here we are now. And I have been telling Ashley, who you all know, she is the co-host to my podcast, and one of my favorite people in the world. Our podcast is currently on hiatus because of this reason, because I have been sorting everything out, and we're not even halfway there yet. I've been telling her, yeah, I'm not coming back. I'm done. And I've been putting off my goodbye, and I've been putting it off and being like, you know, maybe I'll come back. Maybe I will come back and I can start doing this again in the future, in a couple months, in a year. And I just had to finally sit down and have a conversation with myself and be like, yeah, you're not coming back. So I hadn't officially went on my break yet, and I launched my business, which this is wild to think about. So in the last week of October, I really pushed really hard with my business. I actually restarted my business in 2022 in May, and it's my photography business. And it's actually just, you know, my name, Media, so Tamika Evans Media. And it's photography and videography. That's what I originally started it for, was to do both. I mostly just do photography because that's what people are asking that I do. And I love it. Like, it has been the most rewarding experience, and it has been so much fun to just pick my camera back up and start taking pictures and to just let myself have this creative outlet. And I just started offering sessions. I offered sessions really, really cheap, and I was just, you know, like, you know what? I just want to build my portfolio. I want to have some fun. I want to take pictures. I want to just create, and I want to feel like I can do it, you know? And like, I'm not the first, I am no stranger to attempting to start businesses and failing at it. I am the person you go to if you want to hear a shit show of how your business failed. Let's run through it real quick. I was an author for a little bit of a time there. Yeah, we went in the red. Not a good idea. Don't recommend it. Not for me. I didn't enjoy that. I tried being a social media manager. Guys, I did one author and I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I finished out my month and we were done. Like, I just didn't like it. I attempted to become a content creator. We see where that got me. So I really wasn't thinking, yeah, we'll do a business and we'll start doing photography again. I was just thinking, I just want money for the gas that it takes me to get there. I was not attempting to make this a full-time job. I was attempting to just take pictures, afford to be able to buy a new lens that I really want, and to pay for my gas to get there and back. That's literally all I wanted when I started this. And I don't know how it happened. I don't know why it happened. I don't know how we are here right now, but I can say that my business took off. It was essentially I have to make a choice. It's either you walk away and you take your break on YouTube, or your business is going to tank, because you can't do both. I was having so much fun, and I was loving taking pictures so much that I said, you know what? This will be here when I get back. This is before I had come to the realization that something had to change and that I wasn't coming back. So I did. I started my business and I filed for an LLC, and I have had a thriving photography business. I am literally booked into March right now, and I already have sessions in March and April scheduled, and it is wild. I booked my first wedding. I've done all this stuff with photography that I've been wanting to do for so long, and it just feels so good. It feels right. It feels like everything I wanted. And I'm shooting film, I'm shooting digital. I finally learned how to shoot film. I learned film. I learned how to develop film. I know how to scan film. And these are things that I've wanted to do for so long, and I've just felt like I've been in a box and I haven't been able to do anything because I've devoted all of my time and energy to content creation. So I took the leap, I took the break, and now that's where I'm at. I have all of these things going on in my life, and I've been telling Ashley for weeks, I'm like, I need to just say goodbye. I need to finish this. I need to be done. I need to close the chapter in my life that I'm in. And I'm here to tell you, we are closing this chapter, but not in the way that you think. You will see at the bottom of this channel that my name is no longer Tamika's Library. That was a decision that I made not long ago, literally within like 48 hours ago as of filming this. Yeah, we are no longer Tamika's Library. We are just me. This is just my channel. This is just my name, Tamika. Hello, hi. I decided that I wanted to come back. I wanted to be here. I wanted to create content, and I'm pretty sure there's lipstick on my chin. I wanted to make content and to talk to the community that I've built, and I wanted to connect with you all, and I wanted to stop feeling like I have to go 100% all the time and make everything monetary, and to stop feeling like I have to be someone that I'm not, and I have to create content I don't want to create. No one is making me do this. I'm making me do this, so I'm not gonna do it anymore. This is my channel now. This is what you're gonna see from now on. This is just me, and we're shifting this channel into something that is not books. And I know I'm gonna lose a lot of you. I know I am. And that's okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being with me for the last 8 years. Regardless if you started watching me 2 weeks ago or if you started watching me 8 years ago. Thank you for being here, for supporting me, for just watching my content and enjoying talking to me and listening to me go on about dumb things. I know now you're wondering, well, if you're not going anywhere, what are you gonna do? Like what are you doing? So my channel is not gonna have a niche, and this is not about growth. I don't care about that. I don't care about growth. I don't care about numbers. I don't care. My number one priority is my business. And I know that probably sounds counterintuitive, like, why are you coming back if like your number one priority is your business? Yeah, it is. My number one priority is my business and creating content for my business and being a business owner. So I would like to just come back and share my life. That's what this is. This is just sharing my life and connecting with people who care about my life and care about me and care about the things that I'm doing. And I want to talk about everything. Not just, you know, anything, but I want to talk about photography and film and movies and horror and my podcast, and I want to share my life and document it. That way I have something to look back on that is positive and I enjoy, and I'm moving soon. And I want to share that. I want to share when I do that. I want to share when I move in with my girlfriend, and I want to share all of this and just document and just be here. I want to show you my damn tattoos. Like, I've paid good money for these bitches. Like, you know what I mean? If I get a new piercing, I want to take you with me, and I don't want to feel like I have to give you a reading update in order for it to matter. And I'm not saying that you all have ever made me feel that way. I have put that pressure on myself, and I'm done doing it. If you see my content on this platform or any of my other platforms and it is starkly different than what you have seen before, don't be shocked. It's okay. I'm here, I'm vibing. It's just me being me, and that's all I need. And it's all I'm gonna do. And if you're gonna stick around, like, hell yeah, I'm ready for it. Like, hop in, let's go. We're gonna have a party. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna talk about bookish stuff ever again. Like, that's a lie. I probably will. I mean, books are a huge part of my life, but I don't want to feel like I can't make content because I'm not reading, and I don't want to feel like I have to read to make content. So that's just where we're gonna be going forward. And I hope that you all understand that and you're okay with it. And even if you're not, I mean, it's what's gonna happen. So I think that the next video that I want to do is a Q&A, and I want to answer all of your questions, because the last time I did a Q&A I was at 1,500 subscribers and I'm now at 4,000 and something. So yeah, if you have a question that you would like to ask me, go ahead and drop that in the comments, because I will be answering those in the next video. Maybe the next video, depends on how this goes, depending on, like, you know, kind of content I have planned. I don't have planned content, just honestly. I don't have any content planned. But expect a lot of really fun things happening, and expect some really creative content. Hopefully creative content. But yeah, this is a channel now that you watch and you do things with. So yeah, that's all. That was really dramatic. Good to know I'm returning in the right fashion and nothing has really changed except the content. So anyway, if you're still here, my hair is blue. It was green, but it's blue right now because we're stripping colors out of it. If you are still here, leave me a question for my Q&A and or a blue-green heart, whichever one you choose to do. So, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.